Hey. Hello there. Just playing with the camera. Sweet Home, Arizona. Hello, and welcome to anybody who's new to this channel. Now, there's a cross-section here that are here because they're Gideon's Army, right? And it's a theme. You know who you are. And if you don't know if you're part of Gideon's Army, well, maybe you are anyway. If you're here watching this, and if you're interested, like some people come here, like I was just about to say, there's a cross-section of people here that are here just because they want to know more about what's going on in my life. There's this guy who's got this channel that he's talking about news, something that's important that we all care about, and what else about this guy? So over here on Sweet Home, Arizona, you come, you listen to me yammer, which is one of the words I like to use. You listen to me talk a little bit more at length about myself. Then there's a cross-section of you that don't give a damn about me. You just want to know where I am if my other channel gets deleted. Fair enough. You don't have to care about me. If you just want to get, you know, the updates and that channel goes away, you'll know where I start a new channel and whatever. So whichever you are, and you're here, and I think that second category is probably tuned out by now. He's not talking news. I'm not watching anymore. But the rest of you who are sticking around, this is 3 of 4 videos that I'm recording tonight right here at this spot. Some of you have already seen the other 2 videos. This is the third of 4. I kind of do them in reverse order. I do them from the smallest audience to the largest audience. So my smallest audience is over at Locals. I just started Locals. I just started posting there at the beginning of this week with the tall guy. That guy helped me, you know, get my Locals channel or my Locals page figured out. And so I recorded that first. If you want to know what I think about the pandemic and the virus, go over there, because I'm not talking about it on YouTube at all. I'll put the link in the description below. I'm not often going to do that, but I will in this case. I'll put the Locals link in the description below. And I also, which I haven't recorded a video yet for it, but I will eventually when I get it all figured out, I have a Patreon page. I haven't figured it out on my phone, the phone app for Patreon, so I'll load videos at Patreon as well. That is to earn money for my production company, right? I've got a bunch of people that have started, not a bunch, I've got a handful, you know, some initial people who are committed. That's going to blow up. That's where I'm going to direct a lot of people, because I just found out that I'm not getting paid on YouTube. Even though that other channel's monetized, I won't see any money for about 2 months, like a month and a half, if ever, right? If I do something wrong, if they strike me and delete that channel, I'll never see any of the money. And it's like, I'm earning, I see numbers going up, but it's nothing. It's just lights on a little screen, right, in the shape of numbers with a dollar sign next to it, until it's in my bank account and I can spend it. It's nothing. So Patreon, that's real money. Go over there and start giving right away. I'm not making any money right now. I haven't earned a penny in quite a while. It's all potential. It's all right there. But so Patreon's going to be a place I'm directing people. I have big plans. I talk about it more on the other channel, which I will direct you to now. I have more to say here on Sweet Home, Arizona, but I'm just directing you to the other places. So there's Locals, there's Patreon. The links are all in the description below. Another link in the description below is another channel on YouTube called Sovereign Art Sock. It's, some of you know, but if you're new here, it's Armenian genocide related, but it's also now going to be, and here's the announcement. If you haven't already watched that video over there, here's the big announcement. Wednesday, I called my mom on the phone. I call her Miracle Mom. We had my very first YouTube channel is called Miracle Mom and Michael, which I changed to Sovereign Art Sock, but all the videos are still on that channel. I'm going to start doing that weekly show over there on Sovereign Art Sock. For those of you who fell in love with my mom, because that video of the happy birthday phone call blew up. She was crying at the end. I don't know if you could tell, but she was very happy because she's got a lot to say. She's really interesting. She could be a radio host. She's just got a great soothing voice and a lot to say. She didn't have an audience, and like all of a sudden there's an audience. Like it was cool seeing that video blow up. It's over 2,000 views right now, which is really good for this channel. And the goal is to get all of these channels monetized. And so this channel, Sweet Home Arizona, is on its way, right? This channel will be monetizable within, I'd say, 2 weeks, because you guys just do come here and you watch. And we're way over the subscription limit. Like, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. We're at 3-point-something thousand already. And the viewing hours, we're already about halfway to what we need to be. And I only started this channel like a week and a half ago, something like that. And it's like we're right about 2,000 viewing hours, and it has to be 4,000. So this channel will get there, no problem. Now, Sovereign Art Sock is already really close as well. I just haven't been posting there as much lately. So by putting Miracle Mom and Michael back over there, some of you come over and watch Mom. That'll be a natural way to get those viewing hours up, because I only have about 700. That one's at 3,300 viewing hours. It's over the subscription minimum. And by putting Miracle Mom and Michael over there, that channel will become monetizable as well. So if I can get this channel and that channel monetizable soon, I'll just be putting a lot more content here, so that if that other channel, the big channel, gets struck, I'll have a couple other sources. I don't think the content here is as controversial as what I talk about over there, so this would be safer. You guys can all still listen to me and me yammer, and listen to Mom yammer. All right, so there's the big announcements. Miracle Mom and Michael will now be on Wednesdays over at Sovereign Art Sock. Now, for you guys here, I want to talk about just the radical life change that you're on this ride with me. Okay, so if you're new, there's a bunch of people here that have been on this ride for a couple weeks with me. It's all new. Like, I started Sweet Home Maricopa 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago. And now I post a video. Within 15 minutes, it has 1,000 views. There's often within an hour, I have 10,000 views. Like, between 6 and 10,000 views anytime I post a video. Like, when's the last time you were in a room with 10,000 people? When was the last time 10,000 people, right? Right here on, right here, there's like 10,000 people watching within an hour my 2-minute news clips. I had my second biggest video this week. It's at, right now, it's probably at like 55,000. So, stay on top of all this. Like, just paranoid as heck, because everybody's getting deleted. And I'm like, why are they getting deleted? There's all these guesses, right? There's all these guesses. People crossing lines and saying things. And really, it's people turning them in. I mean, that's what's happening. It's the excuse that they violated some kind of rule, but it's really some haters that think they're doing right, that think they're doing good. It's hard to keep that in mind, that even that German guy from World War II, right? Do I even say his name? Even he thought he was doing good. Like, he thought he was doing good, a moral good with what he was. He actually thought he was helping humanity with what he was doing. That's the sickness. And so people that do bad things don't think they're doing bad things. They think they're doing good things. And people that target channels that are that they disagree with, right? They think they're doing a good thing. That these crazy people on YouTube are undermining our democracy by questioning the most secure people-picking process in history. If you believe the propaganda, that narrative, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. That same guy, the same guy that said this is the most secure election, like the next day goes, yeah, China's hacking. It's like, what? How could you even say, you speak out of both sides of your mouth? It's a narrative, and that they're swallowing it, and they're like, sorry, that's a bit of a tangent, but really, I have no idea. Why is Tim Pool still on? He talks about all kinds of stuff. Ben Shapiro, like too big to fail now. They make too much money for YouTube or whatever. But then you know, Hizzy and Doug and Quentin, they all get taken down. What is it? You know, they're not big enough, or they're just pushing the envelope, or is it the comment section and people stirred up into a frenzy, or I don't know what. Honestly, there's no clear reason. So here I am. To me, I'm like, my channel's big already. It's like got 17,000 subscribers. I'm like, actually, that's tiny, right? Until you know, different people are saying once you hit 50 or once you hit such and such, then you're on their radar. I don't know. It's like, it'd be wonderful if the channel never gets taken down. So all you have to do is plan for growth. You just plan for growth. So I turned off comments for a while, and on this channel they're still held for review. But over there, I'm like, so I decided, well, I need other people to screen my comments for me. And I realized I can't let everybody I can't make everybody a manager of my YouTube channel. I would need a bunch of people because there's so many comments and so many viewers. But if you make people managers on your YouTube channel, they have access. Like, they can change stuff. They can type in the description stuff. They can delete. I don't know if they can delete videos, but a manager on a YouTube channel has a lot of power. I can't make all these virtual strangers managers on my channel, but I can make them moderators. But the only way people can moderate is if all comments are viewable. So I had to make a decision. All right, I have to take the risk of making all comments viewable again, even though some commenters could say horrible stuff and YouTube can strike your channel for something a commenter says. Doesn't seem fair, but that's the, I mean, if they want to take you down, they're going to use that. They'll find a way. You know, they'll go around their own rules, or they'll figure out a way through their rules to justify it, and you belong to them, so you really have no say. So I made the decision. All right, I'm just going to turn comments, all comments back on as soon as I get like a bunch of mods. And so I got a bunch of mods. Hello, I know a bunch of my mods are watching this. Maybe all of my mods. I was like, I got some moderators, and it's cool. And I recognize most of the names. There's a few that I'm like, all right, I'll let them go. And I looked, and they're doing a great job. Some of them are a little, you know, a little flag hat. Well, I was going to say flag happy, over flagging comments, because I look at some of the things that they've flagged to hold, and I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. But better safe than sorry. So you guys are doing a great job. You mods, thank you so much. It's such a relief, because all day yesterday and today, I'm like, how do I do this? How do I get back my life? Because I was just absorbed reviewing comments, and just, I mean, it's cool getting to know everybody, right? Like reading everybody's point of view, and, you know, most of it's good, most of it's intelligent, and then there's the, you know, then there's the others. But here's the thing. It's like, now that I'm not reading comments, I'm like, am I removed from my audience? So it's like, that's in the back of my mind. How do I stay? I mean, I know you guys watching this are watching it because you're interested, and it's just so humbling and an honor. And I get all these emails from people just wanting to, well, there's certain people saying, we should partner, you should help us, right? It's weird. People, I think we should network. Here's our product. I'm like, it's not anybody offering a sponsorship, and I don't think I'm going to take sponsorships if they get offered. I mean, really, I don't want to be, I mean, some people do that, but it's like, will the money be too tempting? Yeah, I think I'm not going to, I don't like the idea of sponsors. Anyway, that was a tangent. But I get people emailing me like they find an email address on a YouTube channel that has some audience, and I don't know, they take a shot to try and, you know, get some attention to their product or whatever. They're not offering me any money. They're saying, let's collaborate. There's a partnership here. I'm like, I don't have any time for that. And then other emails I get, okay, so I'm going on this road trip, and I'm going to mention it here. I pitched to everybody, pitch to me why I should come. And a bunch of you are pitching to me, and a bunch of you I want to come visit. So it may happen. But it's like I have a particular route that I'm going to go on this road trip. By the way, Dad got a head start. I called him this morning. He's in Denver. And I realized actually that's better, because I was like, I'm going to go on this road trip from California to Arizona, and then we'll get to Colorado. I already told you. I didn't mean to let it slip. We're going to Denver, but we'll get to Colorado. But for me, the road trip is like, we can't stay long in each of these places. It needs to be a kind of a whirlwind tour if we're going to hit a lot of places in a short amount of time. And he wanted to go visit his friend. And when he goes to visit his friend, it's like he wants to stay there a month or at least a couple weeks. It's like, oh, it's good that he already went. He's already been there like a week. He just wants to be there a couple more weeks. And so I'll show up. He'll leave his vehicle there, which he shouldn't be driving anyway. And then we'll go do more of a whirlwind, and then maybe end up back there and drop him off again so he can spend more time with his friend there. So, but I went on that tangent because you guys pitched to me why we should come visit you. And so hopefully I'll be able to come visit some of you. Some of those places are out of the way, but if things go well, like, I don't know, well, I won't be making... Did I already mention that I won't see any of the YouTube money for like another month and a half? So the road trip will be done before I even see any of that money. So, well, all right. I'm just spitballing here, but I'm getting emails because I put my email address in the description, and so people have access to me. So I get emails out of the blue from people that, can you call me and help me? All right, can you help me figure out this and figure out that? I'm like, I don't have time in my life. I'm trying to juggle 5 YouTube channels. I've got a 5th YouTube channel I'm trying to get off the ground. I got 5 months of content ready. Well, not ready. I just got to export it all and upload it all and schedule it all. And I'm going to try and schedule 2 months of content before I hit the road. It's like, I got to do that. I got to take care of my kids and my wife. I've got to maintain these channels and keep producing content for these channels. And I got to figure out how I can get some money, like on Patreon and on Locals, right? Because that's money that won't go away. YouTube deletes my channel. All the money I'm earning goes away, and I never see any of it. But on Patreon, that money's there, and on Locals, that money's there. So I'm producing a lot of content. I'm a one-man show right now. Now I've got my mods, so that's like a team building. And then I got this one guy, Romeo, he throws me, like, he's like, you do a video about this, do a video about that. He turned me on to this one story that turned into my 2nd biggest video ever. And like, he says, this just hit, and I did a video immediately, and timing was perfect on that. So it's like, there's a team building here. And if one day I'm making a whole bunch of money, I'm going to pay everybody, right? Like, that's the goal, to have a production company. Every one of you that wants to be involved, there will be a role. If it's like, if make a ton of money and there's enough to hire everybody, heck yeah, I want you all working for me, us all working together. There's my rant. Did I mention? Oh yeah, I did mention. I talked about the pandemic. So if you want to hear me talking about the virus, you have to go to Locals. If you want to start helping the production company, go to Patreon. It's a lot going on, but I think I can handle it. I just need to make sure it turns into money, because my wife will not be happy if she sees this big dollar amount on YouTube and then it gets deleted and poof, it was all a myth. Love you guys.